because that thing, it's a pain in the ass. And after I press go live, it takes like 12 seconds to even get started sometimes, depending on how much I got in there. Here you go. Well, I get a lot of hatred because I'm mean and I got a big mouth. I gotta try calling 988 back again. They called me tonight, and then they called me again. I was like, fuck, I don't want to talk to you people. It's kind of like suicide hotline, but it's not. The problem is, all the other agencies I gone to, they try to push me to suicide. I got spent so much money, just all my stuff's still up there in the mountains. I don't even have the money for gas to get up there and back. And there's a lot of people that I paid money to help me with stuff, just a whole bunch of them. And it's not me trying to be mean. And people don't understand. I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. I'm overwhelmed and I'm desperate. I ain't never hid from anybody the fact that I record or the fact that I literally scream and bitch live on YouTube. I also, and a lot of people get mad at me for this. They say, you're making excuses for your predators. I'm like, no, I'm not. I understood back when I drank what it took to get a bottle sometimes. I quit drinking when I turned 21, though. I can't come out here and see y'all out here like this and not feel for you, and I can't pull myself away from y'all when you're doing mean stuff, when you've been witness to different things that have happened. The police just pretend that I'm a schizophrenic nut job. They pretend I made up Molly. They pretend I made up their harassment. And I'm like, I fucking recorded it, assholes. They tell me, oh, it's illegal to record this and it's illegal to record that. I'm like, it's not illegal to record anymore. I can.
You just have to tell people they're being filmed.
That depends. I'm a disabled adult. It does depend. I've looked up the laws. I've read through them.
If you're filming me right now and you don't tell me, you have to tell me by law, right? Sue you.
Well, you can sue me. That's possible. But no, I don't have to tell anyone that I'm recording. Now, if I point it at your face, I can only point it at your face during certain situations. It gets even more complicated with a phone call. People get real hateful about the laws about phone calls because that allows me to do a lot. It's also one of the reasons that phone calls are so important, but when they try to send me back to a place that's running around in circles, I'm like, what the fuck? Of course, I'm recording right now. I was recording last time I seen you and the time before that. I try to always record, especially when I have somebody who's coming up to my vehicle and speaking with me for both of our safety. I don't want anybody running around saying that I touched their balls when I didn't. And if I go...
balls, I'm going to sue you for it.
Right? Well, you say that while I'm recording, people will go, hey man, see, this guy's serious. All right, we got to go talk to this Tennessee feller and find out, how many times it happened and tell him how brave he is.
Times while I was sleeping at his camp. Oh, yeah. Numerous times.
Right.
I woke up in the middle of it. The problem is I let it happen. Oh, fuck, I'm kidding. I gotta go plug some beer.
Be safe.
Can I get one more smoke from you or no?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm sorry I don't have any AAAs. I know I have 3 of them on my seat that are all dead. Like, literally dead.
Thank you.
No problem. I wish. Thank you, though.
Need to get that window taped up so you can keep some heat in that car.
Yeah, no shit. I'm fucking colder than a cast iron commodity on the shady side of an iceberg in the mornings. Some lady needed my jacket the other night, so I gave it to her. Now I don't have a blanket for my legs because everything's up in the mountains. You know? See, the problem with autism is you gotta have a support network before a problem happens, not after. You have to have a plan in place for your safety with your friends and family before a problem happens. Because the more rapid response, the more likely the culprit is going to be caught, and the more likely they're going to be dealt with. It's also more likely that they just committed misdemeanors. My words don't come together right when I'm stressed, and I'm always stressed. Are 3 fail safes for the quote unquote mentally ill. Take advantage of the quote unquote mentally ill. So maybe we should break it down into diagnoses, and maybe we should decide whether or not a police officer should be allowed to diagnose someone that they don't like. Hospitals know it's illegal, so when they catch somebody doing it, there's usually consequences. But they don't always catch someone doing it. So I'm going to play for you a message before I go head over to the other end of town and go to the bathroom. Also, we're going to take a look at this. There's several takes in this, but it says, why is it that operators and many released 911 calls in the United States sound unprofessional and rude considering 911 is such an important service? Well, there's many important reasons. But also, we need to have crisis-informed counselors. That means they need to listen to the victims. The victims' voices are what's important. This is probably going to die here soon. It's down to 12% already. However, I got to piss like a racehorse. Hopefully, since it's nighttime, it'll charge up faster while I'm driving. It seems to. During the day, it's like snail slow. But also, during the day, there's lots of places that are open that I can call. I saw a piece of garbage, and I just really want to pick it up and put it in the garbage can because that dude is always super nice to me. But then again, it seems like he likes keeping busy. I always see him working. Every time I go in there, he's fucking working. Like, not just standing at the counter, but like cleaning stuff. Like I used to do. There's a lot of people out there who don't care whose lives they destroy. All the paperwork that they want me to do without a safe environment, I can't do it. A little bit at a time I can. And I tried a little bit at a time. When you're bombarded from so many different directions, everywhere that you go, it's tough. Go to this service, go to that service. Then all those services are serving basically drug addicts and almost nothing but. There's a lot of schizophrenic people, and some of them are very, very, very scary. Most of them don't get violent, some of them do. Some of them, it depends on the person. It depends on if they believe that they can domineer a person. Now, with my mailbox being here, and all these places trying to push me to move now, are you fucking kidding me? You know what? Here's the thing. If I go to prison for the rest of my life for being a douchebag, my niece doesn't have to worry, and my sister, for certainly, doesn't have to worry about anything happening to my niece if more of my predators end up as corpses. Many of these predators were my friends first. Or so I thought. It's when our friendship was tested that they showed they were never friends. Y'all ain't gone through nothing like this. Uh, 'Sweep across the parking lot. Alright, I see no needles. I see no foilies. Very nice. Alright. Let's see what the battery's at. 12% still. Shit. It's better than nothing. I'll take it. Fuck, where's my cane? Alright. I used the bathroom. I did not see anything but clean in there, for the most part. I'm not gonna check the other one. I don't like it here. I don't like it anywhere. There's a reason I don't like it anywhere. I wouldn't record if I wasn't stuck in public, but y'all gotta know how it is. If you stick up for yourself, you get fucked. If you stick up for others, you get bullied extra by the bullies. And then you got me, who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Don't fucking hurt people, or I'll speak up. Headed down to Tillamook Sporting Goods parking lot. That way, I don't blow up the spot here. That's slang for make it hot for police action. Alexander was saying that I should, one moment. I should tape up my windows so I don't freeze. I got the tape for it. I'm just having problems getting my hands working right. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's not online. Today I've been playing for you some of the situations you know in. We can't be letting this happen. We can see there's just as much funding as ever. They can send just as many piggies to a location as ever. And it depends on the quote-unquote importance of the situation. These fucking porkers fucking suck. The only places where anybody other than Farnsworth, of course, accused me of actually assaulting them were people who assaulted me when I was locked up. All of them people who claimed that I would hurt somebody. And all of the charges were dropped because of lack of evidence. You have any idea how many times that's happened? All right. Let's make sure we use the phone for what we need it for at the moment. That lady from the Veterans Hotline, she called. I suppose I should probably play that, shouldn't I? If it'll let me. No. So what I'm going to do with this one... Take me to Tillamook Sporting Goods.
All right, Tillamook Sporting Goods. Let's go.
The thing about Tillamook Sporting Goods is it's away from residential areas. And being in being away from residential areas, you don't have to
Tillamook
worry.
Sporting Goods may be closed by the time you arrive.
You don't have to worry so
Head
much
west on
about
First Street toward
people
Laurel
pretending
Avenue.
that you're some perv trying to peek in their windows and fucking touch their daughters and shit. Being a man in the United States is fucking scary. Being a homeless man in the United States, that's really fucking scary. Being a homeless, disabled man in the United States, that's fucking petrifying, and for good reason. If you got PTSD, all of you out there know what I'm talking about. Many of the people that I talk to have PTSD. Many of them. I can tell because they don't stop talking about their trauma after telling me they're going to help me. You know? You can tell people's motivations by what they speak about. Sorry for the heavy beeping. My battery is down to 10% charge, so I'm actually going to turn off this video. I do apologize for not keeping my word. When I get down to Tillamook Sporting Goods, I'll start it up again. I'm going to play, like I said, I always try to record everything I can. For the time being, I was able to get stuff to almost work and transfer over to the USB things that I plugged into these things. It just took me months of fucking around to make it happen. See, right here.
Sean, this is a message from Samela, the Veterans Crisis Line. If you feel you need to talk, or if you find yourself in crisis, give us a call back at 988 pressing 1 for veteran, or you can call your local crisis line 211, or you can call 911 if you need further assistance. Thank you.
Okay, so perhaps since they also called back and left a message, that's again after the last call that I spoke with them to call them back. My phone died and I ended the call. Ain't no such thing as a good cop. By the way, there's police and sheriffs tonight. The guards complained a little bit. As soon as they start treating me respectfully, I start treating them
Take the next
respectfully.
right onto US 101 North Pacific Avenue.
They still bullshit me, but whatever. Who's not used to being lied to by cops? There's a lot of women that are not used to being lied to by cops because they're less likely to be lied to by cops. Oh God, I just hit 21 miles an hour. I hope I don't get a speeding ticket. A lot of fog out here, so I'm going 27 into 35. If you want to be angry at me for driving like a granny, even know the vibe.